Well, good morning, y'all. Believe today is Thursday morning. It rained Tuesday night, and I totally underestimated how much or how bad it would be. I made it through my tent Tuesday night, but it ended up floating back about 10 or 15 feet, maybe 20. I didn't realize it until next morning. Then at sunrise, I went and got in my truck on Wednesday morning and had been in my truck huddled down in there. The mud out here is really thick and cold. This is after a day of hoping it would dry. So I walked around and explored, and sad to say that I have this brand new solar panel that a friend got me before I left, and it floated off. I'm pretty sure it ended up in the canal over there. Because I don't know, I've been looking around, and from what I could tell, most everything that got washed away out of my camp ended up over in the canal. I found my dish drainer. I found one of my shoes, so I brought that back hoping maybe I'll find my other sandal. But this whole place is just a sloppy mess. Like, just seriously a sloppy mess. I walked out to the road to see if I might be able to go somewhere today, because I mean, like, I had about 24 ounces of water yesterday, and I made it stretch. And I really am thirsty, because I like to drink about a gallon a day. But I made my 24 ounces last yesterday. This is some of my recycling that I was going to my recycling roll, got washed out through here. I'm assuming that my solar panel probably did too. I came out and checked the drive area. Oh, goodness. Like, I mean, I don't know. This is going to be fun, but it's not going to be fun. But it's a sloppy mess out here. I mean, for real. A lot of stuff ended up getting washed across the road into that canal. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm just going to have to hunker down for another day and hope it dries out, hardens up a little more. I mean, when I was wanting water over here, this was not what I was expecting or intending. But I totally underestimated what was going to happen out here. Really, honestly. And, I mean, I've sat in my tent in rain for 2 days straight in Illinois and Indiana and never got flooded like that. Yeah, there's still about, I don't know, 2 inches of water in the bottom of my tent. But yeah, when I got up yesterday morning and I just came straight to the tent, or straight to the truck, I was really cold. All I had on was this t-shirt and a pair of shorts. And so, last night I was pretty cold. I was really happy for the sun to rise. I'm warming up now, but I decided to go wandering around out there, and that mud is really cold. My feet are really cold. I can't really get this stuff off my feet until it dries. So that's a nice, fun mess to have, but I'll just sit here. It'll dry in a while, and I can, yeah, it'll be alright. That's the least of my worries, mud on my floor. But yeah, the last 2 days have kind of really sucked. I really don't feel very confident in trying to drive out of here today. Now, I took a friend on a store run the other day, and he left some sodas in the back of the truck. And I guess if I got really, really thirsty, I would be willing to drink one of the sodas. But for one, I don't want to take his soda because it's his. And for two, it's not nothing but sugar. I don't need that for my diabetes. But also, I haven't eaten anything since Tuesday afternoon. And, you know, like, I can't really cook out there in that muddy mess. And, I mean, I can open a can of taco meat or whatever, or a can of mackerel, that would be fine. But I need water to process protein and food anyway. So it's probably not a good idea to be eating if you're not able to drink. I mean, yeah, I feel a little thirsty, but I don't feel, like, ill or anything. I'm sure that if I did have... I'm sure that if I really... I'm sure if I had a problem, I could ask people over in Slab City if somebody can run some water out to me or something. Because there's just no way I'm going to be able to drive out of this, and there's no way I can walk in this stuff. But then again, you know, if I can't drive in it, how can anybody else drive in this stuff? So, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I think right now I'm just going to hunker down and probably wait another day before I try to get out of here. I mean, that water was up a lot higher, and so overnight it really has gone down. But it is a sloppy mess out there, guys, for real. I definitely am going to be looking for another area. This is not going to be okay long term over here. I mean, you know, it's fortunate that I'm fortunate that it happened now instead of like 2 months from now, after I invested energy and money into my area and into my camp. And, you know, I mean, I guess I'm fortunate that it happened sooner than later. But yeah, I just wanted to let y'all know what's going on. Not too excited about sitting another day in the truck. Jack's cool with it, you know. He's out there running around. He doesn't really like the mud, but he's like, okay, that's cool. He can roll with it. And actually, he was out hunting last night. He brought a mouse to the truck. So, you know, he seems to be doing okay. I mean, I haven't been filling up his water bowl because I don't have any water. So I'm only guessing that, you know, we have a drainage pond over here, and then we have that canal over there, and then we got, you know, huge puddles out in the road and everything. So I'm assuming that he's probably drinking water out of these little sources out here, and I hope he doesn't end up with something like Giardia or something. But I did talk to a lady that, I guess there's connections out here where people can have access to veterinarian care for their animals. So, I mean, I could see about getting him dewormed. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. That's what's going on. I'm kind of tired. I'm thirsty. I'm cold. My feet are frozen. That's like, you know, this mud is really cold, and it doesn't come off. I mean, like, I was rubbing my feet on the tires of my truck trying to get this stuff off before I climbed in. Yeah, whatever. It just ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna happen. So I decided to crawl back in the truck and let this stuff dry out, and then I can peel it off eventually. So anyway, that's my update. I'll get back to y'all when I have something new to share. So y'all have a nice day. Take care. Bye.